to the show. This is the Grastards. I'm Ariel. This is Dre. And today we're going to talk about Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer. I don't know, man. I'm from Florida. I don't know how to talk.
You shut
out. Good movie, man.
Yeah, this is a
great fucking movie.
A nice little biopic of the scientist that created the atomic bomb. Yeah. So it didn't seem real appealing at first, but oh man, I'm about to burp. Never mind, I'll keep that in. Yeah. All right. But anyways,
it's in.
There's a bomb going off, my nigga.
There is a bomb going off.
And he's about to be in that toilet. No, cut that out. This is I just wanted to say some shit.
So Oppenheimer, the creation of the atomic bomb. What is it called? The Manhattan Project?
Yep, Manhattan Project.
Manhattan Project in New Mexico.
It's kind of hard to rate this movie.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to give cons to the con was that we used an atomic bomb in Japan.
It's like this is what really went down.
This is what happened. You know, there was retaliation for Pearl Harbor and all that stuff.
So I'm gonna.
We get it.
Yep. But I'm gonna hear the talk shit about the movie. If you guys know, grab a history book if you don't know. But this movie, we're going to the pros. I'm going to say it's a pro because I love this cast. They had a star-studded cast of real niggas.
Everybody was in this movie.
Robert Downey stole the show. Loved it. Because you haven't seen him really anything hot since Iron Man. You know, he had a couple of these ones.
Yeah,
it's like
the Doolittle.
Yeah, it's like this one. That was a flop too. And I was like,
flop.
But then he came out this one because he's the bad guy. And everything, if you could say bad guy, because... You know, it depends on your point of view.
He was petty, man.
Yeah, he was a petty nigga.
This is real life stuff, but it was like that, man. Those guys were petty.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. In the science community, these niggas are petty. My theory is better than your theory. I proved it wrong, and your theory. Yeah. So I think that the cast was awesome. I think Robert Downey was a standout, and Matt Damon crushed it. Every scene he was in, Matt Damon was like a standout, and I know it's Matt Damon.
It's Matt Damon, yeah.
Yeah, but he Matt Damon, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna cue the Matt Damon.
Yeah, you gotta put the Matt Damon. He did that and everything, so that was definitely a pro. The cast. He had who was it? The guy Josh Hartnett or something. He came.
You know, you were like when we were watching it. He's like, "Oh, that's the guy that's in all these movies," and I'm like,
"Yeah."
I recognized him, but then after the fact, it was Josh Hartnett. Yeah, that guy, he crushed it. He did. Yeah.
And that was a good pro. I like bringing back people for a good role when they leave Hollywood or something, come back and have a little co-starring thing and you're like, "Oh yeah, I remember you, guy." Yeah. So that was cool.
I agree with that as a pro. The cast. I do have a pro.
Go for
it. And it goes to like this movie did it really well, but it goes to like I don't know if it's like a sub-genre of movies, but like the trial scene.
Oh, that's a con for me, but
I like it, man. The trial scenes and everything in Battlestar Galactica, the trial episode was awesome. In Game of Thrones, when Tyrion was on trial, that's awesome.
Oh, I love court shit. Don't get me wrong.
But I think this was done really well. Like they went back and forth, and there was different. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I'm an expert on the cinematography and all that stuff. But like there was like a different thing where when it was black and white, it was supposed to be some reference a point of time when it was different thing.
Yeah. So
you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I got you, and I'll explain that in my cons. And everything to break that down, but it's a pro for you. I got you. Okay.
I like the court scenes. I like the the back and forth. I like when the guy Robert Downey Jr. character gets screwed at the end. It all worked out. It was good.
Yeah. Okay. Another pro for mine. Oppenheimer. Man, this nigga got bitches. I mean, he was out of nowhere. He just titties pop on the screen. He was watching the movie like, yeah, man, this is good. I get it, the atomic and the atom and there's two titties and everything. And I was like, hey, man, he was slanging it. Yeah. So that was a pro for me because usually the scientists are the nerds. They don't get the women. They don't do all this.
Oppenheimer was
making
bombs and dropping plates.
And I checked about this and it was true. He got bitches.
Oh, that was a true thing. That wasn't a movie?
That wasn't a movie just to get the guys to like, no. But
one of my pros was his wife.
Oh,
his wife, she was a dog, man.
Yeah, she was down.
She was cool.
That was Emily Blunt.
Told him to stop being a punk. It didn't even look like Emily Blunt.
Yeah,
they did a good job.
She laid it down. She was like an alcoholic.
Yeah, she was an alcoholic. You know,
she had that dreary look.
She was down for him. She told him, she got him together when he needed it.
Yeah, man. Just because you drink don't mean you don't love a nigga. You know, that's all right and everything. So another pro is just for me is Christopher Nolan. He's a great director.
Yeah, I mean
he does it. Tenet was you were trying to do too much Matrix shit and it didn't hit for me, but. Usually Christopher Nolan gives you a good one.
Yeah, he'll do
he did in this one. So that was my final pro. I had to give a shout out to the Nolan.
Hey, good job, sir. He's one of the best, man. You can't deny that. So cons. There's little things that bugged me, but I wouldn't say like I had a con. It was historical, you know. Like I don't know, like.
Well, I have a few cons.
The stuff happened.
I have a few cons.
Go ahead.
Sit back then.
I'll sit back and enjoy it.
The courtroom shit that he loves.
The courtroom.
That was the whole movie. Was niggas sitting around talking. If you think there's any action going on, there's not. If you think that there's some knife fight or anything like this, or the bomb blows up and like, get out, nigga. Like, no, there's none of that.
That was the point.
It's just niggas sitting around talking. They did the colored scenes was the past, black and white was the present. And
that's
everything.
What it was.
And so everything that was in black and white was happening like now and everything like this, and everything in color was before. Totally understood that. Totally got it. But I was like, the only thing we had was when he was in the past, when he was the Communist Party stuff, going to those parties, you know, smashing women, trying to get everybody on the crew for the bomb project.
I didn't know about that Communist stuff.
Oh yeah, I didn't know about that either. But you know, he was down, and that's historically accurate. They actually think in real life that he really was working for the communists. They kind of played down like in the movie he's not, but in real life he probably was and everything. Like that was a cool thing to see and everything. But I was like, other than the past when he was teaching class and discovering how to build the bomb and all this, everything in the present was. They're sitting in a room talking to him. They're sitting in another room in the courtroom. They're sitting in, when Robert Downey was sitting in even his dressing room talking to his aide. You know, it was just a lot of sitting and talking and everything. And I was like, not bad, but that's the second con is the 3-hour runtime. You feel that 3 hours.
It was a little long.
You feel
it was a little long.
Yeah, because all just sitting around talking. I was like, nothing's blowing up. I got that, but it was you feel the 3 hours. I was like, at the end, all right, nigga, my leg is cramping. So, that was a con for me, and since you don't really have any, I'm just gonna keep on.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's not like my type of movie. This was a film. This wasn't even a movie. This was a film.
Yeah,
it wasn't my type of film. So you know, it's not like a 10 or something stellar for me. Yeah. But I did for what it was and what I saw on the screen. I did like it.
Yeah, and my last con about this film, because I was like, just to keep it on point about the actual bomb. The suspense to when they were about to blow it up was crazy. You actually feel like, all right, it's going to be crazy. They're going to get out of there. This shit blows up. You're done. Let's go over here. Got to be this far back and everything. But when they actually blow it up and everything, it is a cool, epic scene. If you saw this in IMAX or something, you felt that shit. Whoa.
Yeah. That was the test bomb.
Yeah, that was not the real one. You don't get to see it.
That happens off panel.
Off screen, which I think was a nice thing because
nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see people get hurt and all the crazy aftermath, poisoning and this. Yeah. So I get that. The test bomb where you see it and it's the mushroom cloud and everything, it's epic. And I thought that was cool. But it's like, when that happens, that's like probably like 6 minutes of the whole movie. And then everything else is what we saw guys talking around tables and stuff, and it's still good. I recommend the movie.
Good movie.
I think so. Yeah, I'm
RN
ready.
Go RN just to wrap this up. Yeah.
I'm gonna drop a bomb on you guys because I still think this is a solid 8, even with men just talking around. I loved Robert Downey's character. I loved the pettiness. I loved that Einstein was in there, but he really didn't do any Einsteining. He just was like, yo, don't watch out to me. You do this. This is going to live with you. And it's like, oh, cool.
After I get my score,
go ahead,
I'll touch on that. It's an 8. I'm going to agree, which I don't like, but I'm agreeing. It was an 8. You can't really go wrong. I mean, I don't see how somebody can not like this. You know what I mean? Or at least appreciate what they did in the film. I can't see that. So 8 is good. But I will say, and I don't know if this was like directing tactics from Christopher Nolan or what, but like, the scene where they show Robert Downey Jr. and he's trying to talk to Einstein. Einstein walks away with a scowl on his face or whatever. Like, and then they bring it back at the end, and then you find out why he's doing. That to me was like, holy crap, this was great.
That was a great.
It was a great scene.
Whole movie, you don't know what Oppenheimer and Einstein said to each other.
And that is what started the pettiness.
That started
Robert Downey hating the whole time.
He's like, Einstein loved me before this nigga came around. And then you find out that like at the end, one of the A's like, man, maybe they didn't even say anything about you. Yeah. And you find out they didn't say anything.
He thought that they were talking trash, and they weren't even talking about it. We had nothing to do with him.
Yep. But the pettiness is real.
Yeah, but it was super petty.
It was iron petty. You see what I did there? The iron petty.
So, 8s all around for us. Oppenheimer, check it out. We're the Grastards. That's it.
That's cool.
Cool.
See, so now that Oppenheimer dropped a bomb, I'm about to drop a bomb in your bathroom, my nigga. Sure. Oh, you didn't catch